Peace, everyone. Welcome to Jasmine's Journal. Today is a special episode. I got somebody special with me. I had talked to her. I talked about her maybe, I think the podcast episode October 6th, I talked about her and I gave you guys all her information. So now you get to meet her in the flesh. Peace, Empress Crissy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Peace, peace, family, peace.
So real quick, I met Empress Crissy through the accelerator program that we were both in with a teacher. Y'all always hear me talk about Indra Ali. Shout out to him. We met at a spiritual retreat in Tennessee, and this lady, and then I spoke to you before that. And she's so gifted. I knew she was gifted when I first spoke to her. But what we're gonna do is just kind of get to know her a little bit and talk to her a little bit, and then stay tuned at the end. I am gonna do a very quick bonus read. It's gonna be like a mini love reading because her podcast is all about love and relationships. So what are some? Give me five fun facts about you. Five fun things. Facts about your
fun facts. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. My favorite color is purple. I love, love, love purple. I see why, because that's like a color of royalty. You know, I'm an empress. That's why I've graduated too. So it all kind of lines up for me. I have a passion of cooking. I love to cook. I was, yeah, I cooked at the retreat. Yep, sure did. I was gonna do culinary arts, but I'm like, I've been to school so much. I don't know if I want to do it. So I waved it away. But I do cooking, on the side. But I do love to learn. That's really weird, but I love learning. So I have a lot of different things I like to learn about. It doesn't even matter. I just love to learn. Um, what else can I share with everybody? I really like tarot, but for me, it's like personal. And I feel like everyone should learn it personally. General messages are great, but when you interact with that tool on your own, you can get so much more guidance. So I really fell in love with tarot for that. Is that five? What else I got? I don't know what else. I think there's four, ain't it? I'm missing one. Let me think about something else. Yes, we go.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I'll share this. I'm actually sort of kind of shy. So coming to the camera was a process. So I can say that I actually like it a little bit. So this could be a little fun. I actually like it.
You know what's so funny? I used to be shy too. It wouldn't come to the camera until I started doing this work.
Yeah.
And now I done been in movies, commercials. I done been on all. I done modeled. I done did. Matter of fact, I have a show on November 4th. I'm modeling. So I done did all types of stuff.
Oh,
When at one time, I could not even. I hated looking at myself through the camera, and that's what it was. I didn't like to look at myself. That's what my issue was. But that was something that I had to work on and overcome.
That's right.
So what placed you on your spiritual path? What made you kind of start, looking at like.
I'm gonna try to make this as simple because we don't have all night, but a very extreme emotional traumatic experience. And it just left me to question everything. Well, nothing that I knew, right? Growing up religious, nothing I knew at that point gave me any answers, helped me. I feel like I ran for the Bible. I ran to pray. Nothing wrong with it. But I ran for that. And I was still spiraling down. Like, I'm a good person, pay my tithes, pay my taxes. I work, I don't cheat, I don't steal. So why can't, part of my life manifest better? My professional life was awesome. My personal life was the total opposite. So through a series of events, I finally asked because I was afraid to ask God to question, to be taught, not to question God. But at this point, I was so desperate for answers. So shaken and nervous, you know, I'm in my space, isolated, which was I had been for a couple weeks at that time. And I was like, can you please, I know I shouldn't ask, but I need some help. Can you please, uh, God, what is the truth? Why am I here? Something I'm missing. Something I'm not getting. Something not adding up. And it went like, oh, bravo. Oh, why you ain't asking 4 decades? I mean, come on, what for you? I mean, you know, that's my head. You know, going like, and it was like you. By the time you ask, so I'm looking around like, what the hell going on? Am I losing my mind? Am I really losing my mind right now?
Mm-hmm.
And so I heard the voice was like, you being good and being bad. It's not about that. And I'm saying like I see that, you know. And so basically, I'm in my garage having a conversation. Now I know with the ancestors. That's what I call it. But at that particular moment, I didn't know what was actually happening. But as soon as I asked for the truth, it just started coming. Um, and the one thing they told me is you where you are in life because of you. Um, you are the presence of every aspect of your life. Where you are today with this individual, nobody else is here but you and that person. So your past traumas, they gone on. So that
Mm-hmm.
tells you that it's about you. And I
Mm-hmm.
sat, I was like, oh, makes sense. I feel a little bit better, but what about me? You know,
Wow.
and that was a starting point. Um, it said from this point on, listen to your gut. Whatever it say, do listen. If it say Google something, Google it. If it say find a book, find a book. And I went from that step by step by step by step. And as I went on, of course, being from the church, being Baptist, I'm like, oh, what is this? I don't know about all this. This kind of, I heard this was this, I heard this was that. And so mom will say, how do you know what you know? Read the book, study the book, get your own understanding and overstanding.
That
So,
part.
yep. And that was about almost 8 years ago.
Me and you about the same 8 years ago.
Yep.
I really think that we need to record another episode and dive into this because there's so many people out there I feel that have questions
Mhm.
and they know that where they are in life or what path they're on, they don't feel like they're in the right place or they have questions about a lot of things.
Yep.
And a lot of us that questions, those questions is what led us to where we are now. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's no judgment against where they are because I'm not judging or knocking anybody's practice, belief, or anything. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm spiritual, I still go to church on Sunday. I'm just not Christian.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that like that question, and a lot of people they get confused in that question or they suppress that question. So I'm sorry y'all can
Yeah.
hear my grandson crying.
Yeah.
He is just
Yeah. The very pivotal moment is when I question. Um, but like I said before, we are taught to not. But what I've been told on my journey so far, we all have a unique path, a unique guiding path.
Mhm.
There's a general blueprint, but in order for you to get your unique steps, your unique journey, you have to act on your own. I may not be able to go and ask for you because some things I might not be privy for. It's just for you. So if you never question, how you gonna know your direction in life? You never ask. You can't ask the pastor. He can't tell you everything about you. So I say, that makes perfect sense. So that's why it was important for me being in the church. You know, my path to this was very unique. I didn't have a teacher at first, but at a
Mhm.
certain point, I was told you got to find a group. You got to find people that because I didn't have anybody around me because I was in the closet for a long time because I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid of disappointing my family. Well, if they think about me, they think I was crazy or that I was a demon or a devil, and and I had to get past all of that to
Yeah.
understand and understand that it's everything. The same place the devil came from, the angel came from.
Mhm.
The same, we everything. You the sinner and the saint. So you had to
Okay.
grow. I had to grow to get to that level of conviction to be able to face people. Like I don't believe. I know what I know.
Mhm.
So I had to go through that quote unquote apprenticeship. So like in the closet, and but it's very much needed in this day and time. The church is fine, but you have to be fully aware of who you are. You can sit at church if you know who you are. They can't hold all of
Mhm.
your essence. It's important for you to know your journey, your mission, your purpose, your life.
Yeah, I went to church with my friend a few weeks back, and I took a notebook with me, and I
Mhm.
took notes. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm taking notes." She said, "But what you're writing down isn't matching the message that the pastor is giving." I said, "Well, I'm not here for that. I'm here to come to my own understanding." You know what I'm saying? So what he may say may mean to you may not mean that to me. Spirit, my soul, because a lot of spiritual people they kind of judge me for going to church. My spirit, my soul said go to church.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I went. A lot of my trauma's caught up in the church though,
Mhm.
but I went and I received my own messages. It might be the same verse, same book,
Mhm.
but my message may be different.
I'm with you. I feel at this point, when you know who you are, you can go anywhere.
Yep,
It don't matter. And I feel like as well too, everything in this reality you can learn something from.
something from.
It doesn't matter. You can learn something from
Mhm.
every experience, everything you could, and good and bad is only your perception.
From the home. I done learned from the homeless. I done learned from
Right,
the mentally insane. You'll be surprised on the people that I sat with that I've gotten
right.
so many tools from. Babies, my grandkids. It's I'm always
Absolutely.
receiving tools from because that's how the universe communicates. Nature,
Right.
and I just always set myself in a position to always be open to evolve and open to receive,
Hmm.
no matter who it's from. It could be somebody that hates my guts. I can
Right.
receive.
That's
I can
right.
receive. But I really want to get with you about this subject. Like,
Hmm.
what leads you to change? Like, how do you know? Like, how do you know? What do you feel? Sometimes I feel like it's like an inner magnet. It's like an inner compass. Like, no, change, change, change.
It was a inner. It was. It started for me. It started like when I reflect back. It was. It was yelling at me. I can hear. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't go over there. Leave that alone. Let that go. Let it go.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I'm doubling down. I done been, so when you look back, they always been there. They've always been guiding you and leading you. They always calling you, come over here. No, do this. But we press it down. We press, we press it down. So for me, it's like I ignored it for like a year where it got louder. At the point where um I hit a tower mode, it exploded. And it's like once it exploded, you have to deal with it. You know,
Mhm.
you have to deal with it. And we definitely can because like I said, I skipped, made it very, very brief. But people know me personally, I'm not no punk. You know, I'm gonna
Mhm.
stand in my adversities. Nothing gonna knock me down. Nothing. I'm going through it. Uh, Life hit me down. I'm getting back up, running. But this time it wasn't like that. It's like the experience was very traumatizing uh, because I hold relationships at high regard, friendships at a high regard, and I'm very loyal. And there's certain things I just wouldn't do, and I don't feel people should do, but everybody different. But you need those things to grow, unfortunately. But we can definitely dive. There's probably a whole workshop conference or something on that. But
I feel like the universe is that voice that be like, we're gonna do this the easy way or the hard way.
and what they say, take you kicking and
You don't
screaming,
know. It's gonna get
kicking and
done.
screaming.
So tell me about some of your spiritual gifts. What do you feel your spiritual gifts are?
My two main spiritual gifts are I could feel. Uh, don't know what clarity this is, but I can really, and I've always been that way. I can feel energy. Like
Mhm.
some reason I don't want to be in the company of this person. I never knew why, but my feeling is very, 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 very amplified. I can hear as well. Um, I can also hear. So I've used those two to help me hone into tarot and astrology and codology. So I use codology and astrology as my services that I offer to the those together.
Awesome. So you said that you began your journey 8 years ago. And so I know that in order for you to have gotten from point A to where you are now, there had to be some type of spiritual practices that you did.
Hmm.
Are you willing to share some of your spiritual practices?
My main spiritual practice, in matter of fact, that was the one of the main things that led me to our teacher, Indra Ali. I want to know about ancestor altars. So when I went to YouTube and Googled it, of course, his stuff came up, and I
Mhm.
watched it. I like his plain and simple. So I looked him up or whatever. So that was like 2018. So I got an ancestor altar. After I was afraid of it at first, but after I studied a little bit, I was like, I have to have one. So I got an ancestor altar. That became my the daily thing that I gave my ancestors. Um, I have a little altar for them. But then I gave them my whole room. So I'm like, I'm getting my whole room. I got an extra room in my house, so I built a whole sacred room in my home for my ancestors. That's my main practice. I also do the candle flame meditation. That's
Mhm.
really that's something that really hides my elevation when I do
Is it
those.
like a candle gaze where you're glazing, you're looking at the
Yeah,
flame?
yeah.
Okay.
I do that for about 3 minutes every other day. When I do it every day,
Hmm.
I kind of move too fast. So I say, I can't do that every day. So I don't do it every day. And I in and out. I do yoga sometimes, not consistently. And going outside, my feet in the grass. I do that. I hug trees. I do all kind of stuff.
That's dope. So like I told everybody in the beginning, you have a podcast. So tell me about your podcast.
I have a podcast. It is spiritual. It's called Spiritually High. Um, and my goal with the podcast is to join with other spiritualists so we could continue to share, grow, and learn. Because we still students. So I love different aspects of spirituality. I'm not a master of all of it. So I bring in the people who are that's their expertise on tarot, or like you came on my show with the psychic medium. I've had finance on there, so yeah, to interact with other spiritualists, to have high level conversations. Um, and I also have a spinoff show that I started to do because I really wanted. Excuse me. I asked, I had so many interests. So at the end, where am I needed? Where's my purpose? And looking at my chart too, it's relationships. And I said that makes sense. That makes sense because my whole life has been about these relationships. That's the reason why I'm here, is because of a relationship. So I have a spin-off show with another spiritualist in whom you actually connected us, on one of my podcasts. So we do a relationship type show weekly. And that's too, man, I want to bring solution to relationships. How can we foster some healthy interactions, some healthy relationships? There are so many podcasts out there that are awesome. I love it, but it's perpetual. You know, we know what happened. At this point, we can't say it was the man or the woman. It don't really matter. We got to get together and connect on a different level and start to heal as a unit, as
Okay.
brother and sister. So that's my goal with that. It's new, but I really do want us to come together as brother and sister and heal this in our community. It's sad because I see the suffering in our children. The blunt of this is affecting our children. It's like we got to do something. We got to get out here, roll up our sleeve, and give another perspective on relationships. So
Mhm.
that was the goal.
So I will be next week, everybody. Her partner, who was a friend of mine's, Dre, great spiritualist, great tarot reader. He's into cardology. He gave me a relationship compatibility reading with my partner, and it was off the chain. He's dope.
Yes.
So they are both going to come on next week. So we get to talk to the both of them, and they're going to give us a little taste of what they do. Their podcast is on her YouTube channel, and all of her information is going to be listed um, in the description. So please subscribe to her channel and check her out. Also, I saw that you launched a website. Can you tell me more about your website?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, tomorrow we're doing a virtual grand opening to my website, empresscrissy.com. And tomorrow and Friday, we'll be doing a discount on the whole store, 22% off. So I'm always going to make it to give something back. I just, I cannot not do that, So I have chronology readings. You can do, if you want to just ask a question. I also have love astrology readings. You can get a report, a printout report. I have a few products because I make soap. I make this powerful soap for the yonis because I love school. So I got a certificate in yoni. So I'm also a yoni practitioner. So I make this soap um, for the feminine, for the feminine, for your yoni, to help get it in balance. That's gonna be on the website too. So other little journals and notebooks.
Awesome. Again, before we close out the interview part of it, if anyone wanted to connect with you, can you please tell them your website one more time?
My website is www.empresscrissy.com. And
And
I
Chris
am
Crissy, right?
mhm. And I'm also on all socials. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, same name, Empress Crissy. And actually, that remind me, Jazz, I actually emailed you a gift um, certificate for two or your viewers to get a free um, 15-minute cardiology reading as a gift for me, for having me on your show and helping me promote my website and my products. So give that out to two of your guests. 15-minute cardiology reading.
All right, y'all hear that? jazzthemedium@gmail.com. The first two people that hit me up, they're yours as a gift. Usually I do a question just to see how much people have been watching. So I might ask like a little trivial question,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna do that. The first two people
Cool.
that email me jazzthemedium@gmail.com and I'll put it in the description. It's yours.
Good deal.
So I want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate this. When I found out that you started a podcast and you welcomed me on as a guest, I was so excited. I love the way you had it set up where we were watching the videos and then giving our
Mhm,
input.
mhm,
Because, like you, I love talking about relationships. I took a step back to talking about relationships because I had some healing that I had to do. So I took time off to go to therapy, to kind of sit with things and to learn some things about myself. But love is always something that I think that's something that not everybody's got something that they come to they come to earth to work on.
mhm.
And I think relationships are one of them. It may be healing past lives of trauma and childhood trauma. And I think my trauma came before I got here. It's just I festered 9 months in a traumatic environment. My father passed away when my mom was pregnant with me, so she grieved her whole pregnancy.
Oh,
It's a it's a lot around that, and the abuse and the issues in the church. It's a lot of stuff that I had to that I'm still unpacking and healing from.
mhm.
So, and I didn't
Really?
realize until I turned almost 40 that all those things were affecting relationships.
Right, 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 right. That's right.
You just
Absolutely.
don't know.
Don't have a
And then
clue.
you don't have a clue while you're operating
Mhm.
the way you're operating, and people aren't staying in your life. And then once you just got to look at yourself, shadow work. But
Shadow work. It's a very, very important. Thank you for
mm,
having me on. It's told you before. It's actually a full circle. Um, Definitely spiritual work, spiritual path, doing your shadow work. I would never thought, because I had no interest in being on a podcast, on a show on YouTube or anything, but I was told in 2016 that I would be doing things. Of course, I didn't believe it. But we'll discuss that, later shows. But it's definitely worth working on yourself. I know it's not popular. I know we don't want to hear it, but take it from me. It's worth it.
it's just hard.
Very much worth it. It's just hard. You got help though. We got help. Somebody don't help you. Somebody help you. But you
Yeah.
got to make the effort.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head into the bonus reads, okay? And we're gonna start at Aries. And what I'll do, Empress, is I'm going to pull and give a message, and then you have a message that you can give as well, okay?
I
So
sure will. Mhm.
just to let y'all know, because some people be on it, all of my cards have been cleared, saged, and shuffled, okay? So if you don't like the message that I give, if it doesn't resonate, then don't take it, okay?
Right.
But they're all clear, and it's general, okay?
Hmm.
Also, Listen to your sun, moon, and rising, okay? All right, we will start with Aries. Love message for Aries. Oh, Aries. Unexpected change is coming. For some of you that are in a relationship that you're having issues, I feel like if you're staying in a situation that's not working for you, you kind of blocking your blessings. So I would say that if it's something that you feel deeply that you need to let go of so you can open your heart to other possibilities, it may be time.
Okay, for Aries, while she was talking about your, we can't see it. I got apology. So I guess that fits in. Whatever you either give an apology, maybe you either receive an apology, but you can expect to hear from someone dealing with an apology.
Hmm. Now it's up
Aries.
to you. That can go with the open your heart card too, because it may be something that you have to be willing to accept, especially if you're trying to move on. Forgiveness. Okay, Taurus. So some of you Tauruses, y'all may be feeling a little stuck right now. Like there's no freedom or movement. You know what I mean? You might be stuck on a decision that you might have to make regarding a situation or a relationship. You might not know what you really want to do, but Spirit is saying with the cards that you need to listen to yourself. You know what you need to do. Stop questioning yourself. You know what decisions you need to make. You're not really stuck. You feeling stuck is a mindset.
And the card I got from my love deck is talking about finances. So are you stuck with some kind of financial challenge that's affecting you? Um, we know that abundance is a mindset, right?
It sure
Or you can meet
is.
people that's homeless, just happy and abundant because it's just a mindset. So if you
Hmm.
stuck on that, also the bottom of the deck it has obsession. Maybe you obsessing and stuck with something. But the times we living in, everything going up, in price and everything. So
Hmm.
that's probably understandable. But do some mantras,
Do some
do
mantras.
some
Do
abundance mantras.
some mantras. Gemini. Yeah, Aries towards Gemini. I gotta keep it together. Gemini. 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 The cards are calling you to rise above any issues. Rise above any issues and be honest with yourself. And Geminis are usually pretty straightforward and blunt. Like Gemini, is this really what you want? You know what I mean? Is this really what you're looking for? Is the situation you're in really want? Is the type of person that you're dealing with really the type of person that you want to deal with? I think for some of you, it's time for you to sit down and take a moment to kind of sit down with yourself and really figure out what you want. I would suggest that you write it down, what you want and what you don't want in a partner. Write it down, like what type of person you want to deal with, and that would be my advice for you, Gemini.
You said sit down and figure it out. I got retreat for Gemini.
Look at
So
that.
yeah, you need some time alone. Need some time to sit down and figure because the clearer you become on what you want, the faster it'll come to you.
Hmm. Gemini, sit your butt down. So, now we are at Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. So, Cancer, your vibration is looking really good right now. If you are in a relationship, an offer may be made to take it to the next level, which it feels like maybe an engagement. If you're married, y'all might become closer, or if you are single, this may signify that you're going to meet someone. The cards want me to remind you to stay in the high vibration that you're in, positive thoughts, positive energy, love on yourself, so that you'll attract, the type of person that you're wanting to attract in your life.
This is for Cancer,
Cancer.
right? Um, Three cards actually it's interesting. Okay, time apart came out, and I'm like, that don't really make sense what you were saying. But maybe you took time apart and you were able to bring in this new situation because I got passion and chemistry. So whatever you got going on, it's you on to something. So congratulations to you with this new passion and the person you got in with you, a lot of chemistry. This person, Cancer.
Okay. Leo. Let me know if I skip somebody too, because
Okay.
I'm feeling bad. Leo, if you're considering making a decision regarding your love life or your relationship, it is not time yet. Take a moment. If you're wanting to jump into a situation, don't move yet. If you with somebody and you thinking about rolling out, don't go yet. Spirit is saying that you need to take a chill pill and think about what you really want to do. I'm getting a specific story here. Somebody here a player, and they got like more than one option or more than one person that they want to look at, and they don't know who to choose. Right now is not the time to choose. Right now is the time for you to be Leo in your Leo and to worry about yourself like y'all usually do. And then maybe one or the other person will weed themselves out, but that's for a specific Leo or small group of Leos.
And the love message that I got was wait. The time is not quite right. So, I mean, it's just straight to the point. Just whatever y'all got going on, wait.
Patience, grasshopper, patience. Okay, we are on Virgo,
Yeah.
Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, in your love lives, right now is a time to balance. Be balanced, but also allow your partner, if you're in a relationship, the freedom to make their own choices and to love you the way they choose to love you. And understand that whatever you want to manifest within your love life, you got to focus on it. Don't let issues outside of your connections cause distractions. And even for my single people that are looking for someone, don't let distractions outside yourself push you, you know what I'm saying, or throw your focus off. If your focus is to manifest somebody in your life, then that's where your thoughts need to be. That's where your energy needs to be. How can you manifest what you want? Again, it's very important to stay balanced and to stay patient at this time. I'm getting a side story for a small group of Virgos. I feel like if you're single, I feel like you have options, but you're resistant to your options. I feel like you're picking all your options apart. Like, oh my God, he had a dead eye. Or, oh my God, his shoes were dirty. I just feel like you picking all your options apart and you're not really opening up to allow, the right things to come in.
The love message I got that came was a addiction. Um, you can be obsessing, and that could be an addiction. So no, Jess was just saying about know your options. So it's like, yeah, you could be having some kind of addiction, and it could be subtle. Like I love chips. That could be an addiction. You know, it ain't good for you to sit and eat chips, but I will. Pringles and all kind of stuff.
Well,
So,
I like
mhm,
chocolate candy bars. I like my men chocolate. I just like chocolate. I just like chocolate.
I can take the pocket.
That's my
Yeah,
guilty pleasure, chocolate.
addiction.
So Virgos, watch those the addictions. Or are you addicted to judging people? You know how Virgos can be.
Right. That's true. Or to this to being perfect.
That part. You just said it. That part.
Hmm.
No judgment. Don't come for me, Virgo.
None. I love them all.
I love y'all. Woo. Just not with me. Libra, Libra, Libra.
Libra, Libra. We got for our Libras.
Mm. So this message is specific for Libras, okay? These are for Libras who just came out of maybe a toxic relationship and they're just kind of resting. And Spirit is just saying that it's okay for you to let your hair down. It's okay for you to come up out of hiding, come up out of your resting. If you're wanting to date a little bit. If dating is just of no interest, go out with your friends, your girlfriends, or your guy friends. But start enjoying yourself again. I think I got a specific group of Leos that just had a relationship that didn't work and they just kind of shut down. And I just think it's just time to open up a little bit. Open up. Open that heart.
And Libras, because I got awakening. So maybe the relationship or you had or you didn't have, maybe it was meant to help you awaken and help you transform. And a part
Mhm.
of us transforming is to open up, relax, allow, just allow. We got to realize that we all have different um, issues and
Yep.
vices. You know, you're not alone in that. So take your if you did get an awakening, be honored because everybody won't wake up. You know,
I like that. Everybody
everybody,
don't, and they don't.
everybody don't wake up.
I also want to say waking up real quick. We're multi-layered. So in some areas we might be woke, in some areas we might still be asleep.
That's right.
Now, everybody ain't 100% woke.
That's
What
true.
areas you need to wake up? What areas do you need to open your eyes to?
Hmm.
It's different levels to this. Okay, so we just did Libra. We are on Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Scorpio season up out in here. I should have did Scorpio first. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. Mm.
Scorpio.
So Scorpios, this is for a specific group of Scorpios. Um, you were in a situation where like it didn't turn out the way you wanted to turn out. You felt like somebody abandoned you in some type of way, whether it be emotionally or physically. Something happened in the past that got you hurt. And because of that, Scorpio, it's really hard for you to, and this is very specific. I'm sorry, y'all. But because of that, it's really hard for you to receive love. And what Spirit is wanting you to do is just don't give up. Just because Bob, Shirley, whoever didn't work out for you in the past, or you were extremely hurt or heartbroken, or which it ain't turned out to, not be the person that you wanted to be with, that doesn't mean that love isn't for you. Love is still coming for you. For a specific small group of Scorpios, I feel like you're gonna meet somebody very soon. I'm feeling spring 2024, like maybe Marchish, like you're gonna meet somebody and that somebody they might be all right for you. You know what I mean? And this person might be somebody that you might already kind of know a little bit in passing for some of you. If not, it may be a person that knows this person that knows this person, and they might, it might be a situation like that. But Scorpio, I feel like your person is right around the corner. It feels very hold on. It feels very close. So don't be giving up, okay?
And the message I got was chemistry. So there probably wasn't any chemistry in that connection. And so look at the higher octave. Do you want somebody who you're not in chemistry with? So somebody else that's coming that's gonna be more your speed, more your blend, we call it evenly yoked. So I would rather wait for that. I'd rather wait for that.
Mm-hmm. You're like next
Scorpio.
year, March. Hey, for all y'all Scorpios out there that's watching this, please give me confirmation if like around March, and you write this down, and that just come back and email like Jazz. I made him in March. I'll be like, okay, because I'm good with bringing people together.
Yeah,
I'm
you
good at
sure are. Yeah.
I am good with finding soulmates and bringing them together and seeing people come in. I have a knack for it. I used to argue with the universe like, why where mine at? I'm helping everybody else. Where mine at?
Ah,
I had about 48 couples together, and out of the 48 couples, 41 of them were still together. 8 of them
wow,
married.
that's a good record. You may be a psychic match person or something. Maybe an
Psychic
entity.
matchmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take a break to get it right for myself.
I mean, even in the business aspect, because you connected me and Dre, you know, that's
Oh yeah,
business. Yeah.
yeah. He was when you said you needed a male, he was the first person I thought about.
Yeah. It was
Because
like,
he's dope.
yep, perfect. He do collage. I do. It was like it was spot on.
Perfect, perfect.
Hmm.
He is a really, really, really good dude.
Hmm.
Really.
Yep.
Saggy. Saggy. That's my sign right there. Saggy.
Sagittarius.
What you got for Saggy? Sagittarius. So what the cards are telling me, for you single Sagittarius, I feel like there's a small group of single Sagittarius who have, I mean, y'all just been chilling. You know what I mean? I do feel like y'all still like dating. Are you still doing this and doing that? Because Sagittarius, we spontaneous. But I feel like you're really starting to awaken and open up to receiving somebody into your life to be happy. You're open to meeting somebody that's going to help you hang up some of your saggy ways. As Saggies, we can be non-committal, but you're willing to open up to let somebody in to be a little bit more committed. For Saggies that are in a relationship, you may be in a relationship that is awakening you, and trust your guidance, because if you have any like trust issues or any old insecurities, they may be creeping in there a little bit. But listen to that little voice deep inside you that lets you know whether you can trust where you are or not.
In this, you talked about awakening and also, um, believe it or not, relationships to help you heal. So let somebody kind of come and activate your healing. If it's somebody that's around and you kind of maybe it's needed for you to help activate some healing for you, Sagittarius.
I always say that relationships are the perfect time to reflect on yourself.
Hmm.
They're like mirrors.
Yep.
And everything that triggers you in a relationship is something that you need to look at. I promise you, relationships have a way of bringing that stuff to the surface. In my last podcast episode, I told you, I said, I'm not a fan of completely healing and then getting into a relationship. How do you know you completely healed if you ain't gotten one?
That's so
Sometimes,
true.
sometimes people are here to help you along the way.
So true.
They're here to help you. Now, some people, they don't need to be in a relationship. I was one of them. I had to sit down. I ain't gonna lie.
Mhm.
But sometimes people are here to put a mirror up to you to say, hey, this is what you need to work on. This is what's coming to the surface. Okay,
So
who we
true.
got next? Cappy.
Capricorn.
Cappy.
Capricorns.
Cappy. I love my Cappy. My best friend Tish is a Cappy. I love you. Capricorn, you know what's coming and going. Baby. So the oracle card I pulled for Capricorn is all in the perfect timing, right? But then in the beginning I pulled the two of swords, right? How you know what time it is if you ain't looking? If it's like you say you want it on one hand, but on the other hand, you feel like that's like, have you ever met somebody like, man, I want a good man, I want a good man, but I ain't trying to put up with all this stuff I got to go through just to get a good man. It's like, if you want it, you gotta go through it, and unfortunately, Capricorns, when it comes to opening up to receive a relationship or love, you take the risk of getting hurt. It's a risk. It's a risk. Like, it's like, so for some of y'all done got tired of dealing with these folks in the past, and it's like you want it, but you don't want to deal with the bull that comes with it when the ish don't go right. And unfortunately, sometimes it's a package deal, my Cappies. So what you gonna do, Cappy? What you gonna do? For some of you Cappies who are really desiring something, something may pop up this winter. So in the cold season, somebody might want to get warm. I feel like
Mhm.
one of y'all gonna meet y'all like a teddy bear, like y'all gonna be like if this is for a woman, you gonna meet you a teddy bear, and he gonna be warm and cuddly, and he gonna have a belly. Don't you love a belly? I love a belly. He gonna have a belly. You can lay on your belly. Yeah. If you a Cappy and you meet a fine, sexy, chunky man with a belly, let me know. 15 minutes free on me if you meet him in the wintertime, because I got some stuff to tell you about this.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna be
see.
spicy. Cappy's gonna be spicy.
That's spot on. I got leap of faith, uh, and patience. So yeah, it's safe to make a move, take a leap of faith.
Mhm.
I'm smiling because I'm a Capricorn. Um, yeah, for sure.
Well, if you're single, I hope you meet your teddy bear with a belly.
I like teddy bears now.
Oh, girl, I love a teddy bear. Don't get me wrong, my partner, he is not a teddy bear. He a buck on fire. He about that big. So I hope you don't watch this. I love you, baby. You everything I do. Aquarius. What
Aquarius.
you got for Aquarius? Ooh, somebody lying, baby. Aquarius. Somebody is lying, and y'all know me. I'ma tell it straight to the point. If you are in a relationship, somebody's not being honest with you. It could be infidelity. It could be something that they want to sit there they're not saying. It could simply be they don't want to be in a relationship with you. Somebody is not being honest, and a part of you feels stuck because of matters of the heart. My advice for you would be to pray on it, meditate, think about it. But at the end of the day, my biggest word of advice would be for you to choose you. Choose you. Now, for my single cappies, um, I feel like you don't know what you want. You indecisive. You don't know if you want to be over here or over there. You don't know if you want to mess with Tom, Johnny, Joe. You don't know what you want to do. And because of that, it's causing you to feel confused because you're letting all that confusion up in you. You know what I mean? So if you are an Aquarius, look, I don't tell people what to do. If you single and you dating multiple people, it may be too much for you at this point. Now, if you popping that thing for several people, it might be too much energy. You might want to cut some of that off. I'm just being real with you. For specific Aquarians, make sure you're using protection and protecting yourself because somebody might be burning up the club instead of shooting up the club. Okay, just being real with you. It's all here in the cards. But for the one in the relationship, somebody lying, and I think you could feel it.
Yeah, I got forgiveness, and it says forgiving yourself. Um, so we have to forgive ourselves for sometimes for like I won't say bad decisions because I don't believe in good and bad no more, but for decisions that don't yield our outcome that we want.
That's
But
a good way.
it's so I know but it's okay, forgive yourself because just look at it as experience, and now you know more what you don't want to get what you do want
Hmm.
to get what you do want.
You said a whole phrase right there, yeah. And they're not bad experiences. I don't
Hmm.
like. I don't want people to victimize themselves because they made
Right.
mistakes or because they stayed too long in a wrong situation and stuff like
Mhm.
that. They're all lessons. It's not good or bad. I've been on
Right.
my spiritual path for 7 years, 7, 8 years. I'm still fucking up. It just we do.
Absolutely.
I don't beat myself up no more. I just get right back up and keep on moving.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Last but definitely not least, Pisces.
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 We got the Pisces.
Pisces. Somebody having a baby. Just joking.
Mhm.
Okay. So for you Pisces, um, all Pisces is something you need to let go. If you are in a relationship, it may be time to go or let go. specific story here because I got my children card. It may be children or families involved, but it's not serving the family or the situation. For others, you might be tied to each other by a business. Y'all might have a business together. It might not serve you, or it could be anything else that's holding you to this person. It's not serving you. It could be a person that you had a lot of issues with in the past, because sometimes my children card can represent the past. But whatever situation you're in, it's not serving you. And I feel like a part of you is afraid to walk away from it, you know. And these are for people in a relationship in single Pisces. It could be somebody from the past that you're not letting go. Something you need to let go of. And you need to not be afraid. Because right after I pulled the have no fear card and let it go, I got the summer card. Who don't love the summertime? You put your bikini on and you run to the beach. You have fun and you enjoy yourself. You sit in the sun, you bask in fun, and you enjoy yourself. Pisces, you
Right.
haven't been enjoying yourself lately. So let some of that shit go and take a moment to, you know, embrace change and know that everything is going to be okay. It really is. Yeah, everything's going to be okay. And look, your prayers are being answered. Like everything that you want is on the other side of that letting go. You know, it's like asking God for something like, God, I want somebody to come in my life and do this and do that, but you still holding on to this over there. And God got that sitting over there waiting for you, like, here is right here. Just come get it. But you still over here holding on. Let go.
Yeah.
Letting go is one of the most powerful things you can ever do.
Facts. And as you was talking, I was pulling the first card, the card that felt like was release. I'm just smiling. Yeah, they definitely you is a radical acceptance, and you want surrender. Surrendering can help you let go. So something you have to definitely release, most
Look
definitely.
at that. Look at that, Pisces. And she on the other side of the country. You heard it here. Let that shit go. Anyhow.
There you go.
That concludes our episode. Again, all of her information is going to be in the description. This was fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
Don't
for having
forget,
me.
next week, her and her podcast partner, Dre, will be on, and they're going to be giving some readings. We're going to be looking at some cardology, and we're going to be
Love it.
knocking them down. So it's going to be a great episode. So don't forget to tune in. Thank you all.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace. Also, don't forget to love on yourself. 11 times, look in the mirror. I love you 11 times in the morning. I love you 11 times at night. And whatever you do, always choose you first. Peace.
Ashe.